Alright, it's my first ever Mystic Rank 5 and it is Longshot. And this one is a bit personal because I just always have loved this champion. Back like when Battlegrounds weren't a thing and this guy was kind of outdated, I still loved him a ton and he was my second rank 4 champion. So yeah, this guy, me and him have history for sure and I just love him so much. So yeah, him being my first rank 5 Mystic character is just, it makes sense to be honest because I just love the champion so much. And he is just so much fun to play as well. Like I love his simple but fun animations, like, you know, the spotlight in the SP2. It's pretty fun to fire off for sure, and like his damage output of course is pretty dang sweet, and he's just always been a fun champion, right? And when he first came out, he was really popular. Obviously he was, you know, quite possibly the best Mystic at the time. Of course now like things have changed and he's not the best anymore, but he's still up there in my opinion because honestly he's still really valuable in those fights where, like, you know, there's a lot of buffs because he just does it really fast. So honestly, he feels kind of timeless, right? Because, you know, buffs aren't going anywhere. Cosmic characters will always have buffs, right? Sometimes they'll be like Incinerate immune or like immune to Nullify or like Fate Seal. But besides that, there really just isn't stopping Longshot for the most part. And like he's also really fast in Battleground, so he'll always have a use there for sure. And so like, yeah, this champion I feel like will just be timeless, you know? As like a 6-star rank 5 also, he's also a pretty good dual threat in Battlegrounds. He's a good defender as well. So yeah, there's just a lot of use for this champion still, and I feel like he just isn't going anywhere value-wise, which is insane because he's pretty dang old. He's from like 2020, so yeah, early 2020 by the way. So yeah, his like 3-year anniversary already passed, so he is pretty dang old, but he is still just really good. So that's awesome, man, because I love Longshot. I love this champion a ton, and seeing that like he hasn't really aged a bit is just really satisfying, right? But yeah, this is EOP Dormammu, and this fight has always been pretty annoying, but he just deals with it with absolute ease. And yeah, like Longshot, he'll always just have that like endgame content use as well. If you need a straightforward Nullify champion, he is your guy because he just has very consistent Nullify and Fate Seal. So yeah, he is just perfect for that. And like right here is proof. Like he is just destroying this fight. But yeah, like back when EOP first dropped, I used this guy for this fight and he just destroyed it, man. And like here we are back to it and he is still just destroying this fight, right? So yeah, like Longshot, he is just awesome, man. I love him so much. I wish he had a relic more tailored towards him though. That's like my one wish, but honestly, I'm not going to complain too much because yeah, he still just has so much potential even without a relic, you know. It's not like relics are like that game changing. Well, they are sometimes, but still it would just be cool to have his own dedicated one because that'd be pretty sweet. And yeah, also I'm still salty that he lost the 7-star vote because it should have been him. Yeah, I'm still salty about that, man, but now that he's not a 7-star confirmed, I do not mind rank 5ing him right now. And yeah, like honestly though, a 7-star Longshot unawakened, there are pros and cons because some pros are like sometimes you gain more damage from the unawakened ability, but other times you can only do some fights if he is awakened, right? Like, you know, Annihilus, the 6.2 champion, things like that. But additionally, like if he's awakened, you can just have a massive dual threat like Battlegrounds character because when he's awakened, he is very annoying to fight because he has constant Nullify, and that is just not a fun time whatsoever. So yeah, awakened Longshot, I feel like he is just better overall than the unawakened one. So yeah, like a 7-star Longshot, I wouldn't have minded for sure. I wouldn't have minded it, sorry, but like I still see like more use from the 6-star Max Sig version. So yeah, like it is what it is, but also like, you know, 7 stars are the future, so it would have been cool to have him as a 7-star so early on, but I feel like eventually he'll be added, so I'm not even worried about it, right? But yeah, he destroys that fight, and now watch this. Versus like champions that have a ton of buffs, this is just where things get a bit haywire. So watch this, we can just go in for a parry, and he is gaining a lot of Fury buffs, right? Well, yeah, that's gonna turn into a lot of Incinerates, to say the least. Like a lot. So watch this, we go back in, we drop the SP2, and yeah, a lot of buffs right there just turn into Incinerates. And then we go in for a parry, and now every time we parry him, it's a lot of Incinerate ticks, right? So we can just go back in, do it again, and yeah, just a lot of Incinerates there, and he just gets absolutely melted, man. So yeah, he is one of the best, if not just the best Howard the Duck counter, but then again, Howard doesn't really need a counter, right? So, but also just really fun to play around with. Now we have this Miss Marvel on Footloose, and yeah, Longshot, just any buff node, he just counters so well. Like, you know, Footloose, Civil War Zone especially, oh my gosh, that one is so fun with Longshot. He is probably the best option for that by far. Other lanes like that just have like a lot of buffs, like, you know, any armor lanes, things like that, just anything with buffs, right? He is just probably the best for it, or one of the best, sorry, because yeah, there's a lot of competition now, but he's still just in that, like, top scene for those type of fights. And yeah, he just destroyed that fight right there. And now we have this Aegon fight. Howard the Duck is a good fight. Aegon's probably a better one because yeah, incinerates on like every hit. It's pretty dang fun. And yeah, like I just love this champion, man. I really just love this champion, and I can just play him like all day. He is probably my favorite Mystic champion. I'm trying to think. Yeah, he probably is. I just love him so much. There's a lot of great Mystics though, don't get me wrong, like, you know, Rintrah, Tigra, Absorbing Man, Doctor Doom. But Longshot just has like a special place in my heart. And also he's just the most simple to play as well. You just parry heavy, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, sometimes the fights get a little bit more complex, but for the most part it is just parry heavy, SP2, and just win the fight. And like that's also some utility as well. Like, you know, being that simple is definitely a benefit at times because, you know, some champions get messed up with their rotations and that can be pretty annoying at times, but Longshot, there kind of just is no rotation. You just do parry heavy, drop the SP2, and then yeah, as simple as that, man. And that's why he's just so fun to play also. And right here, this is what's it called? Oh yeah, selective time stream, right? So whenever they have like that timer, if it expires, they regen all their health, but not if they have an Incinerate on them. And, you know, Longshot, a very good Incinerate applicator. So yeah, just really good for this lane. And like Longshot's utility, it's mainly just buff control, right? But it also kind of extends past that. Like, you know, there's access to Incinerate, to Bleed, which is very good as well. There's access to his very, very niche ability where like his ability accuracy is 300% at base. So like anything that reduces your chance, it really doesn't reduce your chance. It barely affects him, right? So that's why he's good for things like Hard Knock Life and also like Mystic Ward, however you say it. But yeah, he's good for those lanes for sure. And he just like is a cheese fest for some champions, like, you know, I guess Domino is an example. But yeah, he just has a lot of uses with that one ability. But not only that, his buff control is just insane as well. So yeah, like a pretty simple but like also utility pack champion, if you like. And he's just great, man. He is just really good. I love him so much, and he'll always have a use as well. So yeah, just a really fun rank up, a really good rank up in my opinion, because he will always be good. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this rank up. But then again, I'm probably biased because, you know, I just really like this champion, but I feel like he's also a fan favorite, so it is what it is. A lot of people like this guy, and for good reason. He's still just a staple in the game. But yeah, this fight's going pretty well. He is getting melted, right? Yeah, he is just already binned, and the fight barely even started, right? It's only been like 19 hits so far. And yeah, watch this. When you just go back in, drop the SP2 one more time, and that just ends him just like that, right? And yeah, that's it for my first ever Rank 5 Longshot video. Let me know your thoughts on the champion. I feel like he is still just a timeless character, just still really good overall. A staple in Battlegrounds for sure, and just has a lot of use overall, especially in like questing and things like that, and like Alliance War 2 even. So yeah, Longshot, fantastic champion. Let me know your thoughts on him, and yeah, that's about it for me.